And that is kind of what we are expecting, but still a lot of flexibility in those picks, and the Rise being considered as well.
What?
We saw Canyon was able to do on this pick.
We go back to Canyon Rise?
The Rise can do some pretty cool stuff, especially when everybody's kind of short-ranged and in your face. And so I don't mind the pick here, although it is some pretty heavy double AP already.
Yeah, I don't mind the Rise. It's have a really strong front line. Can, I guess theoretically, if you really want to stay in theme with the rest of the composition, also pick up the Kai'Sa, but she doesn't synergize super well necessarily. And it's going to be the Kench Senna pickup here from Hanwha Life. Not something you're super excited about, I think, generally. And I gotta say, I really like the Liv Sandbox draft here. I think Hanwha Life, while having opportunities to put a lot of pressure down, in a mid to late game scenario, this game is going to be really get back in lane. So I think he missed a couple of creeps there with some aggression from Deft and Vista. But not too much punishment coming on here. Of course, none of it is able to really shove that wave into turret and then put pressure down. As we can see, Prince completely happy. Not even behind. Johan has done this a bunch of times now, visiting towards top side.
Looks like, okay, the flash coming in. Kroko looking for the gank in the mid lane. Chovy not even blowing his flash just yet. Kroko waiting for it, looking for the kill, and he will pick it up. His first blood will go the way of Kroko, although Chovy at least is able to trade one back. Johan is waiting up in the top side, but Meganar is about to turn down, and it's not going to matter in the end. That's the kill handed over to Dudu in the top lane.
And I think the lane stayed beautiful there for Dudu, if I'm not mistaken. If he can get into a situation where he can just...
One a little bit slower. Kroko, though, is going in. He's looking for Chovy, who does not have his flash, rather, and he will be going down. And that is a really nice response on the counter roam here from Liv Sandbox.
And it is Effort that really saves that play. Again, roams to top side. We saw him...
Yes, you guessed it. It is Effort. He's almost here. And that's why Liv Sandbox aren't backing off. We also got the Meganar coming in. Yet again, they're going to be able to burst down that Rumble immediately. And now Dudu's looking for the kill. He gets it at least, but that's a 2-for-1 in favor of Liv Sandbox. And the Rift Herald is available here. Deft and Chovy still up, though, looking to clear the wave at least and not give up too much of this lane to Liv Sandbox.
And it's Hanwha Life, again, setting up a play. It's literally a repeat of the play last time. They try and set up a play.
Kroko gives up on the Drake. They want to go for Johan, and he's just alone here. Effort sets it up again, and the positioning was not great. And that's going to make this a 5-on-4, and the Rift Herald is given over to Liv Sandbox. They are one. Come up here, come up here.
럼블부터 때려봐.
Get Rumble.
때려봐, 럼블부터. 우탕 위에 조심. 야, 이 전령 받자.
Careful for above us.
전령을 받자.
Get the Rift Herald.
야, 이대로 라인 내려가자. 아, 내리자.
Let's go attack the lane. And here's the setup. Kroko does get the Drake.
And then it's like 1Q and down he goes. What's really perplexing to me is that kind of feels like
Of course, it's not over as we're trying to get on top of Deft, and Vista was in the mid lane, so he's not going to be able to get devoured here. Summit will go down, but the turnaround here is massive as the engage is coming in, and another huge hook comes in from Effort, this time on a Chovy, as the play will come in as well, and Chovy will go down. That's a double kill of this Diana, who is so fed in this game. Let's hand over another kill to the Jinx as well, and Liv Sandbox are just crushing them here in this early game.
I'm so impressed by Liv Sandbox as
perfect move.
Incredible here. Yet again, this feels for like the 5th time. They try to force on top side. Why do they keep trying to do this? This is the 4th time in a row. And every single time, Effort is there. They all aim to get a kill on Summit, the Gnar, but then the rest of the team is there. It's a full health Diana. Yet another absurd hook comes through from Effort. And yes, that's flashy, but it's his positioning, the fact that he's there, ready for the play. Yet again, you pointed it out, and I don't even think that it's Vista playing.
I'm looking at Kroko getting on top of Deft here. There's really no hope when you've got 3 members up in the top side, and Deft and Vista are this far up the lane. Fate's not even here! And that's just a free double kill given over to Liv Sandbox, plus more, plus extra. They are so far ahead in this game at this point.
So impressed by Liv Sandbox. The way that they read these rotations.
Well, like every game is the same, but he really has identified where to get the advantages in this game, and it's been really beautiful to watch. From the support perspective, as he puts down the box, the Baron is absolutely Liv Sandbox. And look at this, Deft is all alone once again. They're trying to get on top of this Senna, and they will be able to, although Prince also went down, and now Effort's going to go down as well. Chovy's got some room up on the top side. He takes down the Gnar, and Liv Sandbox maybe a little bit too much, although Fate not able to get the kill. This time around, Vista does get the Devour. They keep the Baron on the Diana, but only the Diana after that play.
And what a necessary...
Okay, very proactive play here. Trying to use 2 global ultimates to get on top of a set. Where have we seen this before? Not the cleanest fight though from the Sandbox. They're still able to take them down. And a massive engage comes in from Croco. This guy is so massive in this game. As Chovy is doing some nice damage, but it does not seem to matter. As a huge haymaker does come in from Fate. And that is going to be the ace at the end of it. And it's a clean one from Liv Sandbox, as this game has been. They're looking to end it here in 26 minutes.
Are Liv Sandbox really going to 2-0 Hanwha Live? They were our 4th team of the LCK last split, and it looks like they're about to go 0-6, Valdez.
0-6 in games, 0-3 in matches. And Liv Sandbox, this is a huge springboard into the next games that they have. We'll see if they can end this game here. Fate is CCing everybody down. And at this point, they're kind of playing with their food. They could have just targeted the Nexus. Instead, they'll target the KDAs on top of getting the clean 2-0 victory tonight over Hanwha Light Esports. Very spectacularly played from the side of Liv Sandbox, especially game number 2. I feel like Effort, that is a performance to remember, essentially, for Liv Sandbox. Hanwha Life, this is, you know, if you're a fan of Hanwha Life, this is really hard to stomach. Liv Sandbox played really well, especially in game number 2. I really want to drive that point home.
Over for the 5th time, Hanwha Live try to force. Croco sees an opportunity.
이거 끝낼 수 있지? 쳐줘. 나 징크스라 끝낼만해.
Like, we can end, right? We have Jinx.
끝내자.
And I think we can do
아
it.
몸대. 우리 팀들.
A lot of the in-fight chat was just, you know, no flash. We can do this. Let's get in there.
신 났는데 얘들아.
딜러가 없어.
위에 거 먼저 살짝 맞을게. 아 맞대 몸대. 오케이.
아래 거 정사, 위에 거 하고.
그냥 무시하고 쳐주고.
밀어.
이거 죽이던 거.
Northern towers.
나이스.
잡고 죽이던 거. 이거 잡고 하자.
It's the one little nicer.
뭐야?
Gotta be in there.
Comes out early.
나이스.
Oh, another one.
나이스.
Oh, you got like 5 of them right there at the end. And it's also tempered on the side of Liv Sandbox. You know, they're not going